Our rugby program started initially because as a teacher I would post up rugby posters. I was coming into class every other week with a black eye or a busted lip or something, so the kids were always kind of interested in, what's the deal with this teacher coming in banged up.
Tal Baer's rugby program at Hyde, an inner-city charter school just a stone's throw from the Capitol building, is a far cry from the manicured lawns of the English boarding school where rugby was born. Hyde's program also stands in sharp contrast to the private suburban schools they play against.
The entire weekend you will cover any forward position, so whatever we do today, you're watching the hookers and the props. We're going to start with a 5-meter scrum. Scrum position looks like? Initially, Hyde Rugby was unique because when we first started, we were one of the few, if not the only, all African-American teams in the country. There wasn't a lot of focus on developing inner-city or minority-based rugby programs. That first year, we started with somewhere around 12 kids, and we ended up losing every game that season.
They even lost to a co-ed team from Langley, Virginia. But the program slowly progressed and has established itself as a regional high school power. For the last 4 years, they've been undefeated in 7-man rugby.
One hand! Try! Switch!
Never heard of rugby before I got to Hyde. Coach Bear, he go around recruiting. And some of my peers, they told me it was fun. They told me I should try it. I tried it now and I like it. I'm addicted to it now.
Let's just go ahead and head out in 5, because if we can get a little more practice in today, that'd be good. 5 minutes.
Hyde's rugby team operates on a shoestring budget. The team practices on a subpar field, and their weight room is nothing but a pair of used benches stuffed into a locker room.
We've had kids that come here with huge behavioral issues, anger issues, just issues in general.
I was always in trouble, always in trouble.
PJ's a kid, been kicked out of 4 schools prior to coming to Hyde. He was a handful every year he was here, including his senior year.
PJ was part of Hyde Rugby's first graduating class, and he has gone on to become the school's most successful player, representing the U.S. on the national 7-man team.
It's just amazing. Like I said, I never thought I would be going to Dubai, South Africa, New Zealand, Hong Kong, places like that.
Push right, push right. You got to push right.
PJ has now returned to Hyde as an assistant coach.
Let's try it one time.
After matches, rugby teams have a custom of socializing with each other. This ritual brings together Hyde's team with their largely white counterparts on suburban teams. Hyde also has its own pre-game bonding rituals, one of which they call the Shabuya Roll Call.
Shabuya Roll Call. Mr. Pettiford. Yeah. I'll always have your back. Yeah. But I'll never have your face. Yeah. Because, son, you need a tic-tac.
We was calling the polar plungers at the time. And then he was like, hey, let's go run out there as a team to go run in the water. It showed the guys that, hey, if all us could go out here in this cold water, all us could be able to go out there on the field and play as a unit. We don't have to have one guy trying to beat all 15 guys.
Yeah. You're white and pale. Yeah. Does your weight show? Yeah. When you step on the scale? I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Spin it, Charlie. And now, beautiful Charlie.
Tal has tried to build a team culture where teammates support each other and recognize their teammates' accomplishments.
We ended the last practice with a little recognition, so let's end this one with a little bit of recognition. Tyshawn, broken finger.
I want to recognize Daryl, because every practice you come out here and give 100%, man.
I want to recognize my man Devontae, because last year he was just scared to play. So, yeah.
Okay. Hey, guys, can y'all translate real quick? What does jai mean, by the way? Kind of. So I could say, I'm jive not feeling well.
No.
Wait.
Most schools I went to, there was nothing like how I had basically changed my life, really. I'm now involved in the school more. I don't have that much spare time to get into trouble.
For a kid that's 14 or 15 and 3 hours out of your day is spent either on a train or walking from the train, that's a challenge. And I don't know at his age if I would be willing to get up every morning at 4:30 to get to school on time.
This day is a crucial day. It's the one day a year we raise tons of money for our program.
To raise badly needed funds, mostly for travel expenses, The team is practicing for a special fundraising match that the school co-sponsors with the Embassy of New Zealand.
We began working with the New Zealand Embassy, I think it was 6 years ago now. They approached us about partnering and basically using the game as a vehicle to help raise funds and the profile of our school and our rugby program.
The event is called the Ambassador's Shield, and each year the New Zealand Embassy hosts the team at a reception.
Over many years now, the Embassy's formed a close relationship with Hyde School. It's one that we're very proud of, and it gives us great satisfaction when we see the young men who come out of the rugby program.
They haven't seen much outside of their neighborhoods, they haven't really seen much outside of their communities, and as a result of that, it kind of restrains their thinking about things. The boys, they just watched the first African-American male, become president of the United States. As a result of that, it becomes more difficult for them to make excuses for themselves as to why they can't do well. And it's interesting for me as a teacher to watch this happen, this new realization happen.
And switch direction. Switch direction.
On game day, I get real nervous. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to be like the person who make the team lose.
Well, I'm actually a little bit worried about playing today because, unfortunately, with our kids on senior college trips, kids getting injured on Friday, one kid calling in with a headache, we are struggling to pull numbers this morning. And luckily, because of sort of the rugby culture and camaraderie, we'll talk to some of these other teams, and they're already saying, hey, do you need players? And we'll make it happen. Now, obviously, we have 2 new players with us today. One is obvious. Aubrey, introduce yourself, please.
Aubrey.
Nice and loud, please.
What's up? I'm Aubrey.
Voice and sing till the heavens ring, ring with the harmony.
In this match, the Hyde rugby team is putting 4 years of undefeated 7-man rugby on the line against St. John's, a Catholic prep school from nearby.
Push it! There you go! There you go! Steal it! In there, Celine!
Go with him!
Go with him, Dorsey!
Offload! Go! Go to the
center!
Go to the center! To the center! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, crap. I gotta say, man, monkey off our back. That was a hell of a game. That was awesome. Good job, St. John's. Get your head up. Come on. Boys, on your feet. On Salim. Come on. Part of playing is you're going to win and you're going to lose. Let's go shake these guys' hands, boys. They just did a hell of a job on us. Excellent job, boys. Excellent job. Hey, it's a game. You got beat by a better team today. Plain and simple. But don't hang your heads. It just means we got work to do.
Their life is not going to transform in a day. It's not going to transform in a week. But through this game and through the people they meet, their life does change. Maybe I'm wrong, but my feeling is this rugby program provides a sense of belonging and purpose and self-esteem. And guys are like, yeah, I'm a Hyde rugby player. That means a lot now. And they claim that in a really deep way.
Sing a song full of the hope that the presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun on a new day begun. Let us march on till victory.